men will surely take him.
Do you ever get used to it? The killing.
Faster than you can imagine.
Wait a minute. Oh, you.
Danny, you please run straight. Please. Whoa, why is it so hard to get this place on the way? All you do is run. You can't.
Not mean to do that.
Even he's hurting somebody. He's going out.
To those who loved me, I was the most generous of souls.
Yeah, I'm almost at a
I
tower.
would deny them.
Fat tower.
Betrayal I would not gladly give. And when I had scorched the hearts of all who loved me, the prophet said, "There is nothing you can do for which I will not forgive you."
Yeah, I'm a fat tower.
I'll do what I can to keep you
Almost.
stopped in salts.
Thanks.
Did you throw it? That definitely landed off the gate. No.
You see that money right there? You almost got a fat tower. Tower.
Let's go. I don't know the problem. I want to do this with a ball play. Oh, that's blocked. No.
I can tell it's you showed me. Sometimes you have
See? Alright, a couple more.
to survive.
There's survival. And then
The
there's
sword.
pleasure. Seem like a decent resource. That said, unless you agree.
Thank you, buddy.
He's a jacked up the verse. I'm in I'm glad Same.
Huh?
Yeah, no, but happy on running back. Well, like, what is it?
This is strong speculation of flashing beam. Vectors that beam combined together to form that ultimately are all
got the part of that?
I think that's
Oh, nice.
computations you could create are each synchronous at once. And yes,
How
it
come
tests
one
this
couldn't
one way
come
to
from
make
her
synchronous
thinking
together.
so
But
much
this
fun?
extra mile, I wanted to create a very sophisticated and complex drawing. This is what I came up with, and all in all, this is a really good show. This is
Yeah, you traitor ass. I just want to stab you.
40 thousands to the bit, and for this, all to figure out what makes the best of the 3D tractor. Demonstrate the energy of an hand grenade. This is a 50 BMG rifle. So your average hand grenade is actually 42 times more powerful than a single round of 50. That's absolutely impossible to buy. Let's get on to the what they would make 3D traps by taking hand grenades, placing them inside of glass cups or mugs, and then placing them on top of doors inside of residential areas. When the door was open, this would fall off the ground, shattering, releasing the spoon, and allowing the grenade to detonate. That's actually incredibly effective. I would not want to encounter this in a while. I think the last test one run would be the north of Texas, about double the height. For test number 6, we have the pressure actually. So before it came on the grenade, don't pull down the spoon, you go to fire. The most basic booby trap ever devised is to pull the thing on a grenade and find a fault. They'd be like, hey, this guy's got a really nice looking pocket watch, and then which brings us to our third test. And it's in the different use.
You are not on my level.
They would take a can like so. Oh. Next is
Still looking.
with the fire and tie it to the body. Place it inside of the can.
Wow.
Want this? Do another Say I'm walking through the jungle.
Give me that. Throw me a whole gun. That's why.
The part is when you trip on it, it actually pulls it closer towards your body, allowing it to connect even more damage. And 4 hours before this is exactly how it is. And then we will put the side of a hand within a stuck in my mouth or that ball required 2 grenades. Like so. Most of the big test is close to then they would
That's how they're doing.
This is the point at which they take those
Fireballs.
off. So let's test it out. I'm looking down because there's some barbed wire on the ground, and then I run into your go. You just work really fast. Like I said, I missed, and remember, if you drop a pump, I was feeling the clock. I just pushed.
They were found in this completely pitch black tunnel with no plumbing. They were all emaciated. Chris was found on his knees like he collapsed. It was this horrifying scene. All of them were so thin. All of them were shot multiple times at close range. There were bottles of urine, very dark urine, found throughout the tunnel, showing how dehydrated all of them were. Punch was almost 6 feet tall. He was 1.80 meters, and he was 53 kilos when we buried him. He had all sorts of wounds all over his body from the 11 months that he had been held captive. Those sticks, those
That's a little weird.
sticks, kept each other alive for
Can you pause that?
months and months in conditions that are just
just
unimaginable. They were found in this airless pitch black tunnel with no plumbing. They were all emaciated. First was found on his knees like he collapsed. It was this
Hey, like, want to go to my pocket, not very far. It's in my pocket, not very far. So, can we get that first? All in my pocket. That's something different. My first time. What can you do to make that? Alright, you got your license? Yeah, it's in my pocket. Yeah, go grab it. Go up and do it. What can I do, sir? Okay, your license. It's in my pocket, not very far. It's in my pocket, not very far. You sorry? What'd you say at first? Oh, I didn't know. You want to try to do what? What can you do for me?
What other gun? Why do I have them? Where? I'll drop that in a minute, but I gotta fix fire.
License.
Can't see it past Mr. DeWitt,
The names.
The last thing once we join the shoveling set. Introducing our invention, Stormback.
if you're interested, I spotted some supplies over there.
You can see the time lapse how easy it is to deal with the bag. It can be used by anyone, regardless of their physical ability.
Were you in this field before? Did you have anything to do with this before?
No, we faced a disaster of our own. We're from a town called Paradise, California. I'm not sure if any of you remember, but that town completely burnt down. I lost my home, he lost his home, the business
Oh
burned
my
down,
God.
and we just got out of town.
So scary.
Just in time. And unfortunately, 84 people did not make it out of town.
Oh,
Okay, $2 million valuation. You making any money?
Dude, that's hard. Did I tell you the story of his life? Appreciate it. Sharks, when the flood is on the way, the last thing that you want to be doing is shoveling sand. Introducing our invention, the Storm Bag. It's a sandbag that needs no sand. All you simply do is add water. I can see the time lapse how easy it is to deal with the bag, including the we take this back to we're from Paradise, California. I'm not sure if any of you remember, but that town completely burnt down. I lost my home, he lost his home, the business burned down, and we just got out of town.
so scary.
Just in time. And unfortunately,
Oh my God.
this is not
Okay, $2 million.
Prison, there are literally in the rules to appropriately take care of yourself. You're supposed to turn with a blanket.
Lucky that it's Swiss cheese.
That's to prevent people from like standing, looking through their cells, like checking off, looking at thinking
That's against the rules. Yeah, that's supposed.
No, that's the rules are you have to turn and face the wall with a blanket over. That's how you take it. That's prison. That's like put in a blanket. I would just put a safety bag and this female prison guard, female prison guard, I just see her eyes pop into the window of my cell. I was embarrassed like my mom had just gotten she kept it anyway. And then the next day, her next shift, I'm like walking by her towards the yard and I kind of nodded at her and I go, CEO? And she smiled at me too.
How do you do that? Whatever it is.
In prison, there are literally in the rule book ways to appropriately take care of yourself. You're supposed to turn with a blanket and facing the wall. That's how you. And that's to prevent people from like standing, looking through their cells, like jacking off, looking at
For God has granted me sight, and through his eyes, even you are loved. Gondola's coming!
He will abandon you, my sweet Elizabeth. Once he has what he needs, he will leave you alone. What else could you expect from a liar and killer of women?
Comstock.
Father, prophet, whomever you are, I'm leaving and there's naught you can do to stop me.
Oh, sweet child. That's where you belong.
Now what are we doing? What you want me to Swiss cheese?
Rocket
Chicken
burger.
jockey. Who you gonna kill? This is my question. So I know it's not gonna be me. Oh dang it. I don't think he's gonna go. Oh. Oh no, get the RPG. Boom. Nah, you're not come here. You're not come here. Power. Well, I took 30 shots from those and y'all took one. I'm gonna put picture. Now come on. You got you. No. I swear. Oh.
Get up!
come back. What the?
What's the hell with this?
Seems easy enough. It's done.
Yeah. Huh.
When you were unconscious on the beach, you kept repeating a woman's name.
I don't want to talk about that.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have cried. Where are you from, Mr.
New York.
What did you do there?
Business much like this. Something that really kid was writing on the resume.
It was a fine thing you came along when you did.
How do you think I ended up here? I gambled, and now I owe money to men you don't want to be in debt to. I come here to pay it back. Me busting you out, what do you think that was? Charity?
Who sent you?
Somebody who was willing to take my marker in exchange for you.
Where y'all go?
Still looking.
With the
Booker, catch!
ammo.
Much obliged!
I think that's what you said. Look right there.
So, looks like they call you the false shepherd.
And you the lamb.
Let's not call each other that.
Suits me.
How do you figure they know you?
Either they've got a prophet on this side,
Har.
or them that hired me also on this side.
Why?
Got me. You alright?
I want to see Paris. I want to see everything.
It's up to you now. There's no one
Wait, what is that? 40 north by 74 west. That's not Paris, that's New York.
How'd you know that?
One thing I had in that tower was time, Mr. DeWitt. Time to study things like geography.
I owed money. And there's a fellow. He offered to wipe away my debt in exchange for you. Come on.
No. No, I knew. Yeah.
Hey, Elizabeth.
After I'm done with this video.
Come on. Everything's gonna be okay. Will you just turn around and talk to me and we can go?
Damn. Ain't treating me away for no debt.
Yeah, it was interesting. No, that's the rules are you have to turn and face the wall of the flank. That's how you. That's a prison. That's a prison. Like I went into the flank. I was just smashing the Fifi bag
And this female prison guard, this short-haired female prison guard, I just see her eyes pop into the window of my cell. I was embarrassed like my mom had just kind of just kept it moving. And then the next day, or next shift, I'm like walking by her towards the yard, and I just kind of nodded at her. I go, CEO?
Oh, it's that big fuck. Big fucker.
There are literally in the rule book ways to appropriately take care of yourself. You're supposed to turn with a blanket over you facing the wall. That's how you. That's how you prevent people from like standing, looking through their cells, like jacking off, leaving the That's the that's the rules are you have to turn and face the wall with a blanket. That's a prison. That's a prison way. I don't know. I was just smashing the PC bag. And this female prison guard, this short-haired female prison guard, I see her eyes pop into the window of my cell. I was embarrassed like my mom had just kind of just kept it moving. And then the next day, the next shift, I'm like walking by her towards the yard, and I just kind of nodded at her, and I go, CEO? And she smiled at like she got spooked.
Crazy.
Keep the one 55 that didn't stand back and they were hit with a Rico where they were involved in it. That caused police officers.
What they 150 Bibles did 6-7 years ago, out at the Twin Peaks, and the FBI picked up 150 white license, and nobody said nothing. Everything that you were saying, on 150 was free with no charges, and people, even police officers, these are 150 white marks was picked up, not one single soul was single word. You can pick up 150. Nobody was. Out of 150, at least 139 were safe.
We were 150 bikers that didn't sneak around. That caused 5 people.
This right here is my fucking baby. If you could suck dick and watch dishes, I'd already have been in my fucking. This right here is my fucking baby. If you could suck dick and watch dishes, I'd already have been in one by now. This right here is my fucking baby. If you could continue for a video.
Video shows that we're speeding down a Florida freeway. On this analysis, by a driver in a Nissan who his car. The Nissan bumps into the back of his truck, then the Nissan speeds around it. When you zoom in on the video, it looks like the driver might have a gun as Marco pulls his own firearm and starts shooting straight into the glass.
You wanna know
I'm going to class about when the Nissan finally turns him. Marco insists this was self-defense, and he had no choice.
Just stop for a minute!
Stay away!
Video shows a driver speeding down a floor. You pull the video. Space food was so bad during the Apollo missions that an astronaut actually smuggled an entire corned beef sandwich into space hidden inside his spacesuit. But when he took a bite around 2 hours into the flight, breadcrumbs started floating around the cabin, endangering the spacecraft's equipment and creating a fire risk. This led to a congressional investigation and to NASA taking food more seriously by introducing better foods in the form of freeze-dried bricks, space foods, hot water systems, and even testing space beer. But astronauts still hated the food and reported stomach aches, so NASA went further by hiring famous French chefs to design better meals and purchasing a zero-gravity espresso machine called IS Espresso from an Italian coffee company, which was eventually installed on the ISS in 2015. Many of these innovations are now used in hospitals, the military, and TikTok candy trends. Space food was so bad during the Apollo missions that an astronaut... My opinion, directly comparing these is season custom film images was a balancing and comparing that.
Oh, you want to see what's in my Samsung card? What's up, dude?
What do you carry on the daily to keep yourself protected? Like these things. They force me to carry 2 wallets. Your wallets. I have a small case for it. Right now it's a Montana knife. I carry it on the inside of my hip and carry a say 1400s. I have the red dots. I'm using copper
steel grounds that tumble on it. They do a great job with penetration against top light, metals, aluminum, vehicles. If I'm cruising with my family, for example, I'll make sure that I have Band-Aids that maybe have uniforms on them. I want to have tourniquets that are going to work for my kids. Make sure that I maybe have 2 sets of car keys, one on my wife, one with me. Just do I have bad guys and keep it running with you? What do you carry on the daily to get yourself protected? Keys, and unfortunately carry 2 wallets, work wallets. I have small bills, and I carry on my side my husband to carry have the red dots using copper steel rounds that tumble on it. They do a great job of penetration against top light, metals, aluminum, vehicles. If I'm cruising with my family, for example, I want to make sure that I have bands.
Joe says, it has to be. But what he didn't know to the people, they were Max. One day, one of them asked to see me. I'm rapping it like Fat Joe, Fat Joe. I'm like, this is one see me. So we go over there. We don't know what they want. So we get on the strap, right? So we go see him. So the guy starts talking to me, and I'm like, oh, this dude is actually looking out. Joe Campbell, got any guns, statues. My guys in the feds telling me they're about to lock you up. And Joe, I'm like, yo, bro, I rap. Keep trying to tell me, yo, I rap. Like, I don't sell. No, the gun, put him away. And then it's come 2 days later, the dude gets on the newspaper, the FBI's #1 informant. The guy is the one, they want to get their best one. Anybody talking to me to make me say, yo, I'm a savage. What would you do if the FBI's #1 informant walked right into yourself? Like Joe says, it's why it has to be. They really didn't know what they did everything. They was these. They were last. One day, one of them asked to see me. I'm rapping it like Fat Joe, Fat Joe. I'm like, listen, they want to see me, so we go over there. We don't know what they want, so we over there beyond strap, right? So we go see him. And the guy starts talking to me, and I'm like, oh, this is cool. He's actually looking out. Joe, be careful. Got any guns, statues? My guys in the feds telling me they're about to lock you up. Yo, Joe. Taking some, I'm like, yo, bro, rap. Keep trying to tell it.
Oh, that's big nigga.
Like, I don't sell. No.
Hey, big nigga.
The gun, put him away. He's gonna come 2 days later. The dude gets
Big ass nigga.
They have the FBI's #1 informant. The guy is the one that they went and got their best one. Anybody talking to me to make me say, yo, I'm a savage. What would you do if the FBI's #1 informant walked right into yourself? Like Joe says, so maybe it's okay. But what you didn't know could have ended everything. They were asked. One day, one of them asked to see me. I'm rapping it right now. It's Fat Joe, Fat Joe. I'm like, this people want to see me, so we go over there. We don't know what they want, so we don't get beyond the strap, right? So we go see him. So the guy starts talking to me, and I'm like, oh, this fool, he's actually looking out. Joe Campbell, got any guns, statues? My guys in the feds telling me they're about to lock you up. Joe,
From one of our many friends
I'm
and
like, yo,
allies.
bro, keep trying to tell me, yo, I rap. Like, I don't sell. No, the gun, put him away. It's gonna come 2 days later. The dude gets on the newspaper. They have the FBI's #1 informant. The guy.
Are you not dog?
That one ain't got their best friend. Anybody talking to me to make me say, yo, I'm a savage. You're a dog. Get off your computer.
Calling me a thug.
I want you to enlighten yourselves. It's a little game called chess. It's a game of strategy. Get off your computer. I want you to enlighten yourselves.
We'll be
It's a
crazy.
little game called chess. It's a game of strategy. Get off your computer. I want you to enlighten yourselves. It's a little game called chess. It's a game of strategy. Get off your computer.
She's either a great
I want you to
hero.
enlighten yourselves. It's a little game called chess. It's a game of
Why did
strategy.
you need to
Get off
do
your
that?
computer. I want you to enlighten yourself.
You love
It's a little
me.
game called chess. It's a game of strategy. Get off your
You know
computer.
what?
I want you to enlighten yourselves. It's a little game called chess. It's a game of strategy. Get off your computer. I want you to enlighten yourselves. It's a little game called chess. It's a game of strategy. Get off your computer. I want you to enlighten yourselves. It's a little game called chess. It's a game of strategy. Get off your computer. I want you to enlighten yourselves. It's a little game called chess. It's a game of strategy. Get off your computer.
Illegally.
I want you to enlighten yourselves. It's a little game called chess. It's a game of strategy. Get off your computer. I want you to enlighten yourselves. It's a little game called chess. It's a game of strategy. Get off your computer. I want you to enlighten yourselves. It's a little game called chess. It's a game of strategy. Get off your computer. I want you to enlighten yourself.
Otto, to your back. How long will you last? Oh, those things you're gonna get shot point blank from 5 feet, 20 feet, 30 feet, for 10 feet. No, for 30 seconds.
Oh, my God.
2, 6, or 10 seconds. Like, I know what Circlet, wearing a plate carrier, or bubble vest.
I'm going
I'm good. Green rainbow if you want me to stop early. Don't do this at home. Anything in this last word? 3, 2.
Yeah, get lost though. So
I first got locked down. I go to the phone. I get the phone. Spot. I come up to me. Guys, you caught these? I go, what? You caught these? And I'm walking around like, you know, light guy comes up. He's got horns. He's on his hand. Facial tattoos. And I'm looking at this guy like this guy. Terrified. He walked at me.
head gone.
You fucking need your
Head gone.
You're trying to call your people this. I got this. And the guy, I walks off. I don't know what I don't know what that means. He wants to know if you're trying to play. He says, here's my phone. And he explains to me. I make the phone call, but I remember at that moment thinking to myself, you need to get out of this. So 3 years later, I've been sentenced. I'm at the meeting. I'm standing behind 2 black guys in line for the chapel. And they're having this conversation. And the one guy says, how you fall, man? And he said, shit. He said, you got over 2 birds and idiots nonsense. And I sat there and I thought, oh, I do. For $1,000 and 2 keys. Another black guy stitched him out. And I thought, you gotta get out of here, bro. You have to get out. When I first got locked up, I go to the phone. I can't even phone. The black guy comes up to me. He's like, you got a beep? I go, what? You got beeps? I'm sorry, beep, he beeps. And I'm walking around like, you know, I know he's speaking English. So I look around, this white guy comes up to me who's got horns tattooed on his head, facial tattoos. And I'm looking at this guy like, this guy's terrified. He wants to be with your people. And I'm like, the people? He is your family. He wants to know you're trying to call your people this. I got this. Okay. And walks off. I don't know what I don't know what that means. He wants to know if you're trying to call your people. Here's how phone. And he explains to me. I make the phone call, but I remember at that moment thinking to myself, you need to get out of this. So 3 years later, been sentenced on the police. I'm standing behind 2 black guys in line for the chapel, and they're having this conversation. And the one guy says, how you fall? He said, shit. He said, you got over 2 birds and a stick. And he goes, nonsense. And I sat there and I thought, oh, and over $1,000 and 2 keys. Another guy stitched him out. And I thought, you gotta get out of here, bro. You have to get out. I first got locked out. I go to the phone. Black guy comes up to me. He's like, you caught these? I go, the private stuff.
Just want to get out of this city.
This
Please.
is known as a foregrip. However, it's generally used like this. However, this right here is not considered a vertical foregrip. So why is that, and what the heck is going on in this? You're not allowed to put a vertical foregrip on a pistol without a tax stamp. So we're going to activate this thing right here, and it goes on their braced pistol caps. Now you might say, well, I'm not allowed to put these on pistols. Well, if you take a look at this, it's not vertical. Because this is more vertical. And is it a
brother.
It's a magazine holding accessory. And put your hand on the pulse on it, just like the brace goes down and braced against the shoulder when they're firing it. Well, yes.
Have you ever shut your mouth? How about that?
As of right now, ATM has not got to that.
The B.
Maybe you should get that. Booker? You really should pick that up.
leave, and I'm like, oh.
Hello?
I just walked in. My mom's on the phone. And then she sees me. She's like, what the f? Let me call you back. She's like, what the f happened? I'm like, you can't talk. She's like, who did it? And then, okay. She's like, come on, come here. She takes me out. She's like, hey, you hit my mother, your son? And I was like, no.
Anything you need.
She starts running.
What the hell is that?
Go in the house, close the door. She out there.
Seems oddly pleased to make your acquaintance.
Well, they had to call the cops. My mom was down to catch a fade with anyone that with me. That's my mom, if y'all wondering.
Well, the man's got an
Say
ego.
my sweet y'all. To my mother, you did a great job raising this guy. Maybe only 5 years. You just a lie. It's been. You pissed me the fucking fuck, man.
Wait, when did you say that?
That are only good at the company store. Well, I'll tell you what, I'll be damned if I let any of you poor folk get robbed at some shady establishment. You see, the Fink Company store brings you Fink products at a price designed specifically for the Fink worker.
Mr. DeWitt, welcome to Finkton. You'll find a variety of
Here's some
supplies
cash.
here that should see you through your visit.
Much obliged.
What does Mr. Fink want with us?
Excuse me, miss, but Mr. Fink's interest is strictly in the gentleman.
But why?
So sorry, young miss, but any questions regarding the gentleman's application should be taken up with Mr. Fink directly.
Does this strike you as good news? Doesn't strike me as good news. What do you think? Head to the gunsmith or scavenge supplies by that clock shop? Here it is.
People are saying,
10 years. Gunsmith.
why is it, Mr. Fink, that we have to work 6 days? Let's be clear.
That's Gautama Buddha, the founder of Buddhism. Spent 49 days under a Bodhi tree until he achieved enlightenment.
Someone tells me Comstock doesn't cater to idols getting worshipped. Hello? Hello? Mr. Lin? Chen, Lin? Is anybody here?
What happened?
Someone worked this place over. Local constabulary, no doubt.
Do you hear that? There's someone downstairs.
Excuse me. Ma'am, I'm sorry to bother you. We're looking for Mr. Lin. Mr. Chen Lin?
Booker.
Mr. Lin, not here. He gone.
Gone?
They take flying squad. I pray, Gautama Buddha. Pray, give husband back. Give back to Maylin.
Where did they take him?
Club. Everyone take to good time club.
Where is this club? Ma'am, please, where is this club?
Booker, we'll find it. Just leave her be.
Why not Vox Populi help Chen Lin? Why not Daisy Fitzroy help Chen Lin?
Who are the flying squad?
Cops. The kind who probably got their boot on Lin's throat asking him how well he knows Daisy Fitzroy.
Isn't she the one we're working for?
As a matter of fact, it is. Let's figure out where this good time club is. Appreciate it.
I'm sorry about what I said at the docks. Calling you a thought. There it is, Mr. DeWitt.
We just need to head inside and find Mr. Lin. And just call me Booker.
Ah, DeWitt, my boy. You know, the best kind of interview is one where the applicant doesn't know he's being evaluated. But I've watched you since the other day at the lottery. You're a brute. And in times like this, I could use a brute.
What do you want, Fink?
Labor unrest is coming to it. Now, Fitzroy has got the jungle all riled up. A man like me could have use of an old Pinkerton like you.
Let's find Shen Lin and get the hell out of here.
Now, all I ask is that you finish what you started to it. Wouldn't want to disappoint the other applicants. Our first candidate is a veteran of Peking. Now, what's that they say about old soldiers? Frankly, my money's on you. He's something of an old hand at handling explosives. Only man I know who hasn't lost a limb working with them. Yet.
Perfect timing.
I do say I like that your gym. You're a pistol, DeWitt! A pistol!
I got ammo! Catch, Booker!
This young go-getter is a former devotee of Lady Comstock. But without the old gal, they don't know quite what to do with themselves. Picked this one up at a hiring fair for a song. Quality replace all our security with machines. I'll give the old boy credit, though. It would be fewer mouths to feed.
Take this now! Hooker!
That sort of ambition, my boy, will serve you well at Fink Industries. Yes! Quite the guitar, isn't he? Congratulations, DeWitt! You know, when your name was first passed to me, I wasn't quite sure you were the man for the job. But now, I can say with certainty that I was quite wrong.
I'm not interested in your job, Fink.
Now, I know all about your little job for Fitzroy. But do you really want to take her offer over mine? Do you know how many people would kill to be head of Fink Security? You're a tough nut to crack, Mr. DeWitt. A tough nut. But I promise you this. I will get what I want.
Come on. You're a modern woman. It's 1912.
It's gonna be 2000.
Still looking! Look, Chen Lin, cell number 9.
Got a lock here.
I'll see what I can do.
I used to work for folks like Fink.
Really?
I was with the Pinkertons. They call us in when the workers got restless.
To do what?
Demonstrate the folly of men striking, throwing down tools.
You hurt people.
I'll tell you this. Sometimes there's precious need for folks like Fitzroy.
Why?
Because of folks like me.
Got it.
I feel no evil.
Ooga booga, ooga booga, ooga booga. I am Richie, I am Richie. You are Brokey, you are Brokey. Yeah, ain't got no money. Ain't got no money.
Is that not to give the vote to the white man and deny it to the yellow, the black, the red? Is that not cruel? But is it not cruel to banish your children from a perfect garden? Or drown your flock under an ocean of water? Cruelty can be instructive.
People who don't deserve to be locked up in a place like this.
Fink don't need much.
No. No, he doesn't.
Seems right up your alley.
Let me see. This is it, isn't it?
Number 9.
All done.
You're a liar. But you can't blame me for looking after my own interests, can you? Now I know Fitzroy has come calling, but I think you'll find your business come to an end. Lions walk with lions, DeWitt, not hyenas.
But I don't like this. He's got Swiss cheese. No. Just
We're too late. God damn it.
Now we need to
find someone else to make those guns.
No.
Dead is dead, Elizabeth.
Dead is dead.
Heads.
And I see tails.
It's all a matter of perspective.
Why are you
I thought his body dead.
What do you see here from this angle?
Dead.
Listen.
And that angle?
Alive.
Walker. Chen Lin.
The body's gone. It was never here.
A different copy.
The same.
A different perspective. Tails. Alive. We have to go through to this other Columbia.
It's like riding a bicycle. One just needs the courage to climb.
If we go into this, I don't think I'll be able to bring us back. Are you sure you're ready?
Okay, open it.
There's no body.
No body.
It's another world.
Nigga watching.
Something tells me the one dead gunsmith.
You watching?
It's changed.
Oh no, I think I have to kill these ninjas again. Settle the hell down. They needed to settle the hell down. That was not for no reason. Bro, if you don't settle... Yeah. Well, the way y'all listen to me.
He looks... You were right. Sparing him was no mercy.
They gonna get Swiss cheese.
Maybe.
Picking up that pistol.
I don't understand how Chen
How's the boys for this game?
They consist of Benny Marsden's the Goblin Riders, Cyborg's Legacy, Bobby really is Flying Farm is just around the tree dinosaur. 100 petabytes led by the Russians.
Is that not cruel? To give the vote to the white man and deny it to the yellow, the black, the red. Is
Considering I am, isn't it?
I killed him. You were dead.
Yeah, you was basically just dead.
All bleeding.
What's wrong with him?
They remember.
Remember what?
Being dead.
What is going on here, Saxmark? Has my head of security
In the video coming up, so... Yeah.
In the other worlds, he was the one who stood up on the wall.
I feel like I'm missing something. You asked me to sit back and watch it anyway. I feel like I'm missing something. Oh no, I might be missing something. I might just be tripping though. I need no violence. I need no violence. I have no gun. Why are you shooting me? Why are you shooting me? Why are you shooting me? Stop your gun. Now the people over here asses. Aito! Sneaky! Get the fuck sneaky! That's all! Now put somebody 3 times! Aito!
That'll Get me the rest you got. Don't worry, we can handle it.
Great! I was walking through it's a big dog, but you have a phony. Gotta get killed. They got some mercury. Give me that help. I'm murking you. I need to get him before the end of the video.